then what happens when you are in high school or you're in college and you have to do research and you come on a site and you don't know that because it's a .com and maybe it's by an organization that's not trustworthy, how do you know how to pick out what's good and what's bad? So I teach a program called Digital Citizenship and another one called Web Detective, where we go to various websites that are fake or that are distributing untrue information. So like a good one is allaboutexplorers.com. So, and actually this is fun. What you, if you want to teach your students how to identify a good website versus a bad website, or hoax information, allaboutexplorers.com. It's very nicely designed. It looks nice. So go to Explorers A to Z. So tell them, okay, let's find everything that we can. Find out everything we can about Christopher Columbus. Okay, so that's Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was born in 1951 in Sydney, Australia. His home was on the sea. So already in that first sentence, most of us who know about Christopher Columbus knows. Well, let's say you are 7 years old. You haven't read that much about Christopher Columbus. You know he's a famous explorer, and you know that he did lots of traveling, but maybe that's about as much as you know. So you would read this and you would think, okay. Well, when I talk about this with high school students, they usually identify 1951. That's not true. Let's say you don't know that much about Christopher Columbus. Then what you do is you notice something that's logically wrong. Christopher Columbus was born in 1951. In 1942, he set sail with 3 ships. Can people set sail before they're born in 3 ships? So even if the student doesn't know much about Christopher Columbus, they should be able to figure out that if you're born in 1951, you can't sail in 1942. And by the way, Christopher Columbus is really old, and that's not that old. So that's a good one. And then also, if you're wondering who would make this kind of malicious website, of course it was developed by a group of teachers as a means of teaching students about the internet. So it's not like it being evil, it's just used as a good tool for when you're learning about the internet. So walking students through websites that maybe look trustworthy, like All About Explorers. And the great thing is that this one is appropriate for elementary school kids. There are some websites that can be used with high schoolers, but that are more edgy, that are untrue. Those are more like propaganda, or let's look at this organizations. But those might not be so great for elementary school. This one's very good for elementary school or middle school. So that's a good resource.